How can the network justify kicking the Robertson patriarch off the show, yet they have no issue about airing a show about a lawless mob family growing up Gotti? Just a question. And remember, you can always tweet us your comments at Sean Hannity on Twitter and use the hashtag Hannity. We bring back our panel. You were saying in the break that if they don't agree with your position, you're politically correct, just shut them down. You said that.
Actually, what I said was you asked me if I wanted to shut down speech that I think is morally incorrect, and I think I'm not a fan of hate speech. You know, as a woman, if I hear sexism, I'm going to push back on sexism. I'm going to push back on racism. I'm going to push back on homophobia.
This is traditional.
Just how I roll.
All right, but so traditional Christians that believe, and this question was about sin, and he was answering it, that believe that this is a sin. That's hate speech to you.
No, beliefs are different than making declarations about what is or is not right, what is or is not a sin.
This is silly.
Doesn't it matter what you feel in your heart? The reason Joe Biden skates is that in his heart he's not a racist. This man on Duck Dynasty is not a racist.
I actually agree with you. I think Joe Biden's just dumb.
It matters what you think. That's why I don't think Alec Baldwin in his heart is as anti-gay or homophobic.
I think it matters. There's consequences.
One second. Martin Bashir, what he said about Sarah Palin and defecating in her mouth, he hated her. He had real hatred for her. That's why he got burned so bad. That's why he'll never be a public person again in this country. It matters. Sincerity matters. And these Duck Dynasty people, like them or not like them, agree with their beliefs or disagree with their beliefs.
You like their show, don't you?
I shot a bird once. I was traumatized. I put down my shotgun. I never picked it up again.
Listen, you got to get the yuppie out of you. Geraldo, you got to get the yuppie out of you. You got to go down there, shoot a hog or a duck.
How are we supposed to move forward if we're not learning from mistakes? No, we're never going to advance.
You're Catholic, right?
I grew up Catholic.
Okay,
yeah.
Your Catholic church teaches you what about homosexuality?
I mean, I was never taught directly that it was not right.
You weren't?
I was not taught directly
that it was not right. The church doctrine is that if you practice the act of it is a sin.
Sure, that's what they say.
That's what they say.
Sure.
Premarital sex, according to your church and mine, is a sin.
Sure.
That's what they teach. Do you agree with that?
That's what they teach. No, I don't agree with that either.
Extramarital sex is a sin.
This reminds me when Imus got thrown off the air for a comment that was outrageous, but in his heart he didn't mean it.
Yeah,
Michael Richards Kramer, when Kramer said the N-word over and over and over again, he didn't. He's not a racist, the guy from Kramer. Seinfeld is not the guy.
But how do you fix the problem if you don't slap them in the hand when it happens?
There's got to be consequences for saying things that are.
I got to go, but I want to say there's got to be consequences.
You can't have an automatic trigger that destroys your life.
Exactly.
He wasn't fired. He was
something that 10 years ago would be totally, acceptable.
You know, this is what scares me, because you want a totalitarian state.
I do not at all.
If people don't agree,
I'm from Canada.
If somebody,
I'm almost a socialist.
No, you are.
Canada.
Yeah, exactly. If somebody has a deeply held religious view that you don't like, you are saying you do not want them to express it publicly.
Not at all.
That is chilling.
I don't listen. I think that there's some speech that should be chilled. Hate speech. Yeah, and by the way, there's no absolute right to free speech.
I agree.
You can't be in a movie theater and yell fire.
How about you don't watch it?
How about
if you don't like it, don't watch it? I like Duck Dynasty.
Yeah, I mean, I regularly don't watch things.
I like
Geraldo's
show, and I can't stand half of. I hate her. I listen to his radio show. I hate half of what 80% of what he says.
There can't be speech police.
Thank you.
Let the market decide.
How about fact police? Because Phil Robertson actually implied that homosexuality is actually not natural, which it not only is natural, but ducks.
According to you.
No, ducks are actually, there's documented homosexual activity in ducks.
I voted for Obama because I'm a fan of same-sex marriage. I said that I voted for him. People got really mad at me.
Including
me. Including Sean. It's not that you're against the issue. Let people be themselves. Exactly. You know, this guy is paying a stiff price already enough.
We got to go. Ainsley Earhart, thank you guys.